Hello, lads and lassies. It's time once again this Monday, and for just a few more, we have Attack on Titan. I know the sub has ended, and did we get confirmed part 2? I think we got confirmed part 2. I think it's coming out 2022. But as from right now, the dub, we have 5 more episodes. Wait, there's something like that. I was wrong. I thought last week's episode was episode 11. This is episode 11. Last week was episode 10. Watch I say that and I get that wrong too. Last week was the flashback episode once again, but instead of 3 years ago, it was 2 years ago. And now, well, basically in the flashback we saw Erin talking to Jean, Connie, Sasha, Mikasa, Armin. He's saying how important they are to him. We saw Erin present day in jail. Historia's pregnant. There's some douches. I guess they're. I don't know if they have the guard anymore. I guess they're all scouts now. But there's some douches that were saying like, Historia got herself knocked up, so to delay the plan, but is actually part of a hidden plan. And then, shoot, what's his name? The guy that cooked for Sasha. I'm blanking on his name right now. But yeah, the guy that cooked for Sasha, he's like, I recommend this drink. And maybe they're being poisoned. Maybe they, maybe he's just recommended a drink. Who knows? But Levi is, well, we got barely anything of Levi present day last week. But Levi is guarding Zeke in the woods. We didn't get anything on Falco and Gabi. They're still in prison. But my theory for this episode is that we're going to go back in time one more time through Mikasa's point of view. And we're going to see 1 year ago. We're going to see the drastic change in Erin. What made him change from the guy that you guys are important to me, Balka, to I'm going to kill them all. I think that's what we're going to see this episode. But before we get into it, let me respond to this guy's comment real quick. So this is from Salient Solutions. Erin as the final boss. Interesting. Also, please don't feel obligated to defend Erin. I'll take the devil's advocate instead. Objectively fighting Erin at this point is a bad idea. Nay, it's out of the question at this point. Remember that each of the 9 Titans is good at something. Erin has a third of them at this moment. The Founding Titan, which can control Eldians. The Warhammer Titan, with low stamina but destructive power. And finally, the Attack Titan, which is capable of quickly regenerating and relentlessly soldiering on. It's not that I feel obligated to defend Erin. I want to defend him. We've been following this guy for 3 seasons, years and years of his life, and now he's changed so suddenly. I want there to be like this hidden thing, like he has something planned that we don't know yet. And that like he has to be acting like a douche. I don't want him to go full bad. I want there to be like this. I want there to be something here that we're not seeing yet. But like, yeah, when I defend Erin, it's kind of like this thing, like as in like, oh, I hope this is happening. It's kind of me ignoring what I'm seeing on screen, but I don't feel obligated to defend him. I'm like, oh, I hope. But I also kind of feel bad, like, ooh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be defending like a mass murderer now of innocence. But no, I don't feel obligated to defend him. But yeah, taking on Erin. Okay, so you mentioned the Founding Titan. It's as long as he's touching royalty. So as long as Zeke and Historia aren't next to him, the Warhammer Titan. The Founding Titan is more or less useless, if I'm remembering correctly its abilities. But if he has Zeke and Historia by his side, it's over. But even if he does have those 2 by his side, Mikasa and Levi are not Eldian. Well, I don't think they count in their like the controlling thing, if I'm right. I mean, Mikasa's half. No, she's half Azerbaijan and half. Ackerman. which is I don't know. Shoot, I don't think Mikasa and Levi are affected by the Founding Titan's ability to control Eldians. That being said, though, if he did have Zeke and his story by his side, that would have to, like, Mikasa and Levi would have to fight everyone on the island in order to get to Erin, which is, that's probably going to be a big no for them. Because, you know, they seem to be caring more about them than Erin is right now. And then, like, the Warhammer Titan, that's gonna be messy. I mean, he's create as many obstacles, as many weapons as he can, and then of course we've seen the power of the Attack Titan since the series began. And then you said that the Warhammer has low stamina, but the fact that the Attack Titan can get just relentlessly soldier on, is that gonna combine with the Warhammer? And now instead of low stamina, because of the Attack Titan on top of the Warhammer Titan, the Warhammer can just go on as long as the Attack Titan. That can be interesting and horrifying at the same time. Man, I cannot wait to see Erin transform in present day, because what is that even going to look like? Is it going to be the same Titan? Is it going to be like a Warhammer Attack Titan combo? Whew. It's going to be chilling. Also to keep in mind that Erin is staying put in his cell because he is delaying his plan. Easy to miss it, but Erin was asking Hanji for her opinion. He was willing to listen, anything that could let them not use the Rumble Link. But she didn't have an answer because there is no right answer. That's why Erin and Zeke are being kept so far apart at this point. If Erin touches Zeke, he can alter the memories of all Eldians or potentially trigger the Rumble Link. It can be summarized as, if you don't have a better, more coherent plan, we're going with my plan. Convince me now that I'm wrong, and show me what I should do instead. She walked off. Whew. Yep, I mean, yeah, I missed that part of it. I kind of thought Erin was doing like an intimidation thing, like, tell me what you have instead! But yeah, thinking back on the scene, he was basically begging her, like, please tell me that there's something else that you can do. I mean, I have all the power. I have all the cards on my side. But I'm not going to do it yet. I will do this at the last possible moment. Please figure something out. Which just makes it like, I want to defend Erin more now. Because like, he doesn't want to do it, or he's not doing it to be evil. He thinks this is the last possible resort. It's very weird. I saw like this memes, like I don't know if I'll be able to find it, put it on the video. But it's like that sword meme with like all the knights around, and they're like putting their swords in the middle of the table. It says like what they all are, and it's like Eren Yeager, protagonist, villain, antagonist, guilty or not guilty, every spectrum of things, like vigilante, innocent, thrown into battle, all these things. It's Eren Yeager. But yeah, I mean, I don't like him asking for an opinion on his plan, or like asking you, like, please let there be something, like, tell me you've worked on something that we can use. It's like, it makes me have hope that he's not all bad, and that something must have happened along the way of Hanji's plan. Let's just go meet the worlds. Like, maybe their scout ship got destroyed. Who knows? But I'm excited to see this episode. I think it could be another flashback. I could be wrong, but let's get into this. Remember, links down in the description below to the choose the best link that works for you to watch the reaction, because YouTube, anime, copyright, it's a pain, and there's already copyright strike on the channel, which I'm trying to get rid of. But let's do this, lads. Let's see what Attack on Titan has in store for us now. Okay, I am going to start with that because I did not write that down. Give me a second. Oh man. Alright, so Marley is going on the, or possibly Marley's going on the offensive. God, man. Tense. Yeah, there's got to be a part 2 confirmed. There's no way that they can do it without part 2. There's only so many episodes left. Oh. So yeah, they know Zeke is the traitor. They're gonna go attack Paradis again, but this time, wait, Beast Titan attack or Beast Titan, Cart Titan, Colossal. Oh no! So they're gonna go attack Paradis again, right? But they're gonna have the same number of Titans. They're gonna have the Armored Titan, the Jaw Titan. Oh wait, no, they're only gonna have 3, and the Cart Titan, right? They're gonna have those 3 Titans. Ooh. And they don't even. The Rhina's Titan, he might be more dangerous or more motivated now because of Falco and Gabi. He wants to go save them. Porco's Titan. Jaw Titan's kind of useless. Come on. Come on. It's not that good. It's just really flexible, I guess, but Levi can take him out in a second. And then the Cart Titan, she's dangerous in the sense that she's a strategist, and when she has her guns on. So maybe they'll get those guns on her, or maybe they'll fix them. She'll get a new squad, but man, like even though Marley's going in with the military, I mean, Paradis has had a little bit of time to start like building their own military. They had a little bit of time advancing, and Zeke's with them, so he knows Marley strategies too. He's part of Marley's strategies, so he would know what was going to happen. And like, dang it, or not dang it, but Marley is like incredibly like underpowered here. They don't have their biggest weapon, the Colossal. They sent the Colossal, the Beast Titan, and the Armored, 3 of their most powerful Titans. They still lost, and now now Paradis has the Colossal Titan. I am incredibly. If they don't wait for Special Forces, it's not going to be good at all for Marley. That's a downhill battle. That is a downhill battle. But Rhina looks like he's invigorated. He's ready to go. It looks like he might have also woken up from a coma maybe at the beginning of the episode. I'm going to say it here. This is like one of the best episodes since like the attack on Marley ended. Like since Sasha's death, this is one of the best episodes. It's only been like 3 or 4, I think, but this was really good. This was really good. There's just something about following Gabi and Falco that I didn't. When we started the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I guess we could follow these guys for a couple episodes. But I really want to see what the main crew is doing. And now we're following Falco and Gabi. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see what the main crew is doing. I want to see more of this. There's just something about them. It's probably because of Gabi's like ideology. Like she's drunk the Kool-Aid. She's been born with, ever since she was born, she's been told about all these horrific. They're not lies, but she's been told about like all these horrific things about Eldia. There are the Eldians, and she can't. If she sees, she literally cannot afford to see people of Paradis as good people, because then like her life is kind of been a lie, or like everything that she's thought has been a lie up until this point. So she needs to see them as these devils, because what does that say about her? And like this armband proves that I'm a good Eldian. Without it, she thinks like without the armband, like she's gonna be like she's gonna be like associated with them. Like she's gonna be a bad guy, an evil person. But I'm so glad that we got to see Gabi and Falco talk with someone. I thought that the shoot, what's her name? Kaya? I thought she was part of the Sasha's family. I thought she was part of their family. I was like, yeah, she doesn't look like she's part of their family, but Sasha's parents must just be helping out with the orphanage. But man, yeah, I thought it was Sasha's family, and I was like, yeah, Kaya doesn't look like anything like Sasha's parents, but nope, the orphanage. It is lucky that they met Kaya, because they met Flock. Ooh, they meant anyone associated with Erin. Well, if they meant anyone like on Erin's side, his cult. I'll talk about that real quick because I don't really have much. So Erin, Falco, Yelena, they've all been like, allegedly they've been meeting for like the past 10 months. Erin's been taking more drastic action since then. So is Erin like building up this part of the military that are under not his control, but like they've drunk his Kool-Aid now. So they're gonna do what he says. They're gonna they're loyal to him. So he's built his loyalist. I wonder if that if that's what they're going, like what they're implying here. And like maybe, but they're, well, only 4 of them are imprisoned. So I doubt that's it. Man, Erin has grown so much. Back in the day, he would not have made loyalist. He would have just done it himself. He wouldn't have cared. Now he's thinking. He has a brain, and it's scary. But so yeah, that's what I have with Erin and Flock. Flock is just, God, somebody. Him and Gabi. I need someone to punch. I mean, Gabi kind of got her ass handed to her by Flock, but fuck. I know Silent Salient. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong because I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head, but I know you said that he was like this Erin enthusiast. You know, he's following Erin. What would Erin think? What would Erin think of Erin's actions? Like, I'm sure he would have said like, yes, Erin, go. Like, go do this, but would he take it to the degree Flock is? I don't know. I know, it's frustrating because Erin never got to hear about the outside world. He never got to see, like, more. He died fighting the Beast Titan. He never got to, like, get the revelation of there's more to the island. Or never got confirmation to that, anyway. So I wonder what his thoughts of this would have, like, man, I miss Erin. I wish he was here. I hate Flock, but I understand his point of view. The fact that, like, yeah, Erin's dealt a blow to the enemy. I understand that point of view, but he seems very short-sighted in the fact that he might have done that, but the enemy is still hundreds of years in advance of Paradis. And they may have struck a blow, but it was a surprise attack. Marley was not ready. They were blinded. A lot of things had to go right for that to happen, for it to work. They lost a lot of people, or they lost a lot of good people. And he seems to be ignoring the fact that Sasha died. Casualty of war, I guess, for him anyway. But I don't think he was close to Sasha. Dang, there's nothing good is gonna come from Flock and Erin being in like a jail cell next to each other. And that was it for like that whole. Oh no, there's one more thing. I have a ton of stuff on Gabi and Falco, so I'm trying to like get through everything else so I can kind of like go down the list. They are evacuating Shiganshina, which is, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen season 1. Shiganshina, where Erin's mom died? Like, is that Erin's hometown? Or, I know that we had to rescue Shiganshina from something. Something Shiganshina had to be rescued. But at one point in the series, Shiganshina was rescued from like the Titans. It was like rebuilt. So why are they evacuating? Are they making it that they're making that's going to be their war? Like that's where they're going to stand. Like that's going to be the main wall that they fight Marley on. Could be, but I enjoyed seeing everyone from like the past season, like season 2. We got that one guy. The Reese family? No, that's not right. The Rice family? No, that's not right either. the guy that started with the R family. He's like, oh, you entrusted us to rebuild it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're the guy that Hanji saved. And then like we got the reporter. We got that old guy reporter too. Which these are the nicest reporters like we've seen in My Hero Academia. Go check out those reactions. Me and Makai are going through it. But we've seen like reporters go like, oh, like we're gonna hang you for this. Like the slight inconvenience, you're hanged. This is like, yo, Eren Yeager, he's kind of been on our side for like the past 4 to 5 years. Why did you imprison him? Or like, oh, just tell us that we can trust you and like we'll back off a little bit. Like, that's not how reporters work. But you know, like the scouts have built this trust with the people. They overthrew the fake king. Historia has been a much better queen, or much kinder, I assume, because she built the orphanage. So she's like, they built a lot of trust with the people. So it's nice to see that the people actually trust them back, and they're not going to try and hang them for the reports, which, you know, it's nice. It's a nice little difference that you don't expect to see in Attack on Titan. And then Mikasa and that girl. Did I not write that down? Gabi, Sasha, girl, Mikasa saves. Okay. Whew. Talk about, this episode was just full of callbacks to past seasons. I love it. I love that, like, the girl Mikasa. It's like the first. That was like the first battle in season 1. And there's like that stupid guy with his card. Like, this card is worth more than all of your lives. So if you want to get through this like barrier, help me push it. And Mikasa just came, killed the Titan, threatened the guy's life, and he's like, take the card out, take the card out. And she saved all those people, like dozens and dozens of people. I just love that. I love that the girl became a scout because of that. I hate that she's on Erin's side. She's following Mikasa to a fault. But, they're forming like this personal connection between the girl and Mikasa, and it can only end so well. I don't think Mikasa, if Erin did break bad, I don't think Mikasa would be on his side. She loves him to a fault. But she did get that weird flashback with seeing Erin stab the guy over and over again. Was that her like remembering, like, you know what, Erin saved my life. There's some good in him. Or is that her going, you know what, maybe he's been deranged for years, and I just been too blind to see it? Is that her waking up, or is that her remembering the good that Erin's done for her? Because he did save her life. He wasn't like killing that guy because he wanted to. He was killing him because Mikasa's life was in danger. So is she remembering like, Erin will do anything for me, or is she going, you know what, he kind of brutalized that guy. He could have killed him real quickly, but just kept going and going. We'll see, I guess, how that builds up next episode. Very happy that this was not a flashback episode. I mean, I would not have complained if we got to see like the last year moving up into like Erin's big thing, or not betrayal, but like his ideology change. I wouldn't have complained. But I love this episode so much more. This was so good because now I get to talk about the Gabi stuff. So Gabi's escape, first of all, she brutalized that guard. And it's, I know I talked about how she's saying like how she needs to believe these people, like she needs to believe that these people are evil, because what does that say about her? But man, like how much longer is she going to stay blind to this? Because that guard, he went in like, oh, what's wrong? Like one, that's like the #1 trick in the book, you know, like, oh, I'm having a seizure, please help me. And not only did she knock him out, she caved his skull in with a brick. If he survives, he's not going to be living the same life that he did at all. But Gabi brutalized that guard, man. I feel bad for him. I knew that was going to happen too. Like, as soon as she started convulsing, like, this guard's dead. Or I think this guard's not going to end well. But like, how long is she going to say, like, Kai's words to her? Like, is she going to, like, how's that going to, like, she kind of mellowed out a little bit. But Jesus, she's like, oh, your mom deserved to die because of what your ancestors did a century ago. Like, her mom wasn't a part of that. Her mom was either born and raised on the island or forgot about it at the very least. Do they know? Does Marley know about the founding Titan, like, brainwashing everyone, kind of like making a clean slate in everyone's minds? Like, okay, nothing beyond the walls exist. It's a clean slate for you guys. You don't have to live with the guilt. And then obviously, the girl, Kaya, she wasn't a part of it. She was born and raised in the walls. Her mom, give or take. Oh wait, no, her mom was pretty young. No, never mind. It's like her mom, pretty young, so she was born and raised in the walls. Maybe her grandma, born and raised in the walls, but like that's kind of pushing it because it's only been 100 years. But yeah, Gabi's gotten so cold, or she's always been cold. So I wonder if like anything's going to change with that now that she's just like, oh, I mean, I'm gonna bring it back to Nazis. I'm gonna bring it back to Nazis because this is like the most obvious example. Like, if you're talking with I don't want to bring it up to this, but this is like a really clear example of what Gabi, like how Gabi's fighting. Like, your parents died to the Nazis. Wait, shoot. How am I gonna phrase this? So Gabi's basically saying like, your mom deserved to die because what the Nazis did to like a German kid, and like the German kid's like, bruh, I wasn't even born, I wasn't even born when the Nazis were a thing. What do you mean? And like, man, Gabi just should not join the debate team, because that all she was saying is like, all she was bringing it back to was like, oh, you deserve to die because of what happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So like that's condemned your entire people. And the girl was like, but I wasn't born hundreds and hundreds of years ago. My mom wasn't born hundreds and hundreds of years ago. We were born in these walls. We have no idea what's going on. And then Gabi tried to go like, oh, well, you deserve to die because of the attack that happened like a couple weeks ago. And like, bro, that was a couple weeks ago. What do you mean? Then she brought it, like, as soon as she, like, that was a couple weeks ago, she brought it back to, like, the ancestors. Which, that was a great scene. How are the fight scenes not good? Like, how are the fight scenes not, like, the remarkable part of what I'm talking about? Like, you know, like, the fight scenes are good. I'm not saying that they're bad, but I'm not, like, when I think of Season 3, I think of Levi versus the Beast Titan, Erin versus the Armored Titan, Armin versus the Colossal Titan, Ervin's Charge. When I think of Season 2, I think of the Coordinate being unlocked. I think of, like, Erin versus the Bertolt and Rhina revealing themselves. I think of Season 1, I think of the final battle between, what's her name? Annie and Erin. I think of the middle battle between Annie and Erin. I think of the battle for Shiganshina. Whew. But this, it's like, no, I'm going to be remembering Gabi. I'm not going to be going like, oh yeah, Season 4, like that one fight scene between this and this. No, it's going to be Gabi and Falco. Whew, they stole the season. They stole it! I talked about Gabi's armband already. Man, Falco? I'm very surprised. Like, I know Falco was there to witness Erin and Rhina's conversation. I'm very surprised at how well he's taking it. I mean, he still wants to go home because that's his home. Like, he has family there, but he's always kind of been the kind of character that's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, this is like this is a bit much. He's always kind of been that kind of character, but there's no hate in him. He defended Kaya from being pitchforked by Gabi. Like, I love him. Falco's great. Give him Erin's power. give him all the Titans. Cause yeah, I mean, I was always saying like, you know, maybe Gabi has a redemption arc. I think right at this point, even if Gabi does have a redemption arc, she's a little too unstable to get it. Just be giving it to Erin again. Give Falco give Falco if you're not gonna give it to Connie or Jean, give it to Falco, because my man's all he needs is to spend a little time with Astoria, spend a little time with Mikasa, Connie, and Jean, never meet Erin in his life again. You know, we converted Marley and Eldian to our side. But man, I'm not ready for the eventual scene when Gabi finds out that, or at least when Falco finds, because I don't think Gabi's gonna care. Maybe she does. Maybe she like went through a little bit with the whole Kaya thing. I'm not ready for the scene where Falco finds out that Gabi killed Sasha in front of Sasha's parents. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be really rough. And Kai, I love, like, we got so many callbacks with like the girl that Mikasa saved, the reporters from Season 2, Kai now being the girl that Sasha saved. I'm not ready for this. It could be next episode, could be the next couple episodes. I don't know. But yeah, lads, if you enjoyed this breakdown, reaction, review of this episode, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Come back next week for more Attack on Titan. I know the sub is done. The dub isn't close, or the dub is closer now, but you know, I'm excited to see what we get next week. Leave a comment down below. What did I miss? Did I get anything wrong? Or do I need to have something clarified? I'm sure I asked questions like, oh, what happened, or what am I talking about here in the reaction, so like, feel free to answer them. Just don't spoil, because it's a few weeks out. And yeah, I've been Josh, and I'll see you all lads next week for more Attack on Titan.